brilliant, exciting, amazing, creative. Just some of the words chosen by my Year 8 students about their experience working with Derby Book Festival on the Writing Together project. They were given the freedom to explore language in a way that often doesn't happen in the classroom, and they really grew in confidence and creativity because of that. Going to Willow Pit Nature Reserve gave them the inspiration they needed to really have some fun with language and explore the world around them. To then have the input and support from professional performance poet Leanne Modem really gave them a great confidence boost and made them believe that they could actually do work worthy of being published.
Throughout the weeks of putting the poem together, it took a lot of time, effort and thought. However, as poems started to come together, I enjoyed doing it a lot more, which motivated me to put this time into it.
First, when we went to the poet's house, I was like, I'm not gonna make this, but then the teacher inspired me. So all this project was amazing, but it's my first experience doing this kind of thing, and yeah, it was great.
To watch them working together to create such beautiful poetry was heartwarming for me. They really enjoyed the whole experience. The icing on the cake is to have that work published and beautifully illustrated in a book that really celebrates the achievements that they are so very proud of.
The world is a dictionary with everything inside. The world is full of secrets we're trying to hide. Think of an ocean with more plastic than fish, and don't settle with we've got it sorted-ish. Because the world is an oxygen tank rapidly losing air. The world is full of humans who aren't playing fair. The world we can make could be green and full of life. We can remake the world to eradicate strife. The world is full of humans that need to wake up and see that the world could be so much better for you and for me.
The world is in space, just wandering around. Is full of dry trees, is 4 seasons. Is waiting for the bird's egg to crack, is a growing flower praising the glorious sun. Is an unknown dictionary. The word is the word is the word. The word is full of different estates, is made by different cultures, is the lava's shelter, is a factory chimney, is ready to be cleaned, is the place of love and hate. The word is the word is the word. The word is an open shop that's waiting for the customers to buy love. Is a stopping sign for the pollution, is sad because we are torturing it. The word is the word is the word.
Willow's leaves would spread out like wings, especially when he sings. I stood where he used to stand and wept. Oh willow, come back to me. The other trees were bare and boring, but you were something special.
I come from the delirious birds hunted and killed, and the words of promises broken with fear. From the glass that can be shattered with a single word. I come from the most revolting of profanities, wishing I never were one. I come from a heart full of emotions, but rebuking the emotion that shows signs of sadness and regret.
I come from pizza and pasta, green leprechauns, great Sunday roast and big boats. Big family full of love and affection, watching Harbour City every day to Central Perk. We're on a break, okay? I come from Family Olympics, your sport to choose. Big waves and big boards, goosebumps and Cornish pasties after getting bored. I come from a lot of things, from Cornwall to Derby, but most of all, I come from a family full of tradition, old and new, love that lasts forever.
I was delighted this year to be asked to judge the shared writing competition, where students from Derby College and the University of Derby entered 350-word pieces on the theme of the world and me. And it was an honour, really, to read pieces that were moving, honest, sometimes traumatic to read. I hope you really enjoy seeing your piece in publication, because there's nothing better than seeing your work printed.
I first decided to enter this competition because I've never entered a poetry competition before, and I thought it would be something fun to do outside of uni, but I also wanted to share my work with a wider audience. I was inspired to write If Tomorrow Starts Without Me after I stumbled across David Romano's poem, also called If Tomorrow Starts Without Me, on YouTube. My poem looks at the idea of death and the impact on the wider world after we have gone. If tomorrow starts without me, would your world turn grey? If tomorrow starts without me, I wonder, what would you say? If tomorrow starts without me, would you think of me at all? If tomorrow starts without me, would you remember our last call? If tomorrow starts without me, you would carry on. If tomorrow starts without me, even if I were gone.
It sounds kind of cliche, but my granddad really was my best friend. Sometimes he was the only one who could really cheer me up. The hardest thing about it all was, I never really got to say goodbye to him. As for the actual poem, I had so many ideas of things I wanted to write, and I did tons of fancy mind maps, but they didn't have enough feeling behind them. They just felt really empty. But I remember thinking about how much he accomplished with his own life, and how different things are for me than they were for him. And I just knew I had to write about him, because I miss him, and I really hope he'll be proud of me. My granddad remembers the past, the first car, the war when he rode in the back of a bomber, the fun he had with all his brothers. He remembers building his own house, the rise of technology when we played games on the desktop PC. He remembers me being born. I wonder if that was his biggest change. I wonder if he thought my life would be as different as in his time. Is my future flying cars? Is it men in tinfoil hats? Is it hoverboards or starships or talking planes? Maybe we'll take holidays to the moon, meet aliens from different galaxies. Maybe we'll even be hiding away from a Martian invasion. All I know is ideas have changed a lot since my granddad's time.
I hope the competition has sparked the idea that you can put your thoughts, you can put your aspirations, you can put any problems into words, and it often helps, and it's a great record of how you feel at a particular moment in time.
I became a teacher to help children love language in the way that I do. It's not always easy within the constraints of the classroom and the curriculum to give them the kind of freedom to understand that the language around them can be so beautiful and so creative. This opportunity has been truly, truly life enriching for them, and I would like to thank Derby Book Festival.
The world is a lush green patch of grass, peppered with beautiful golden sunflowers that reach high up in the sky to stretch towards the sunlight. The world is a massive water body contaminated with pollutants and chemicals and sprayed with the salt of the sea. The world is a scorched wall facing the fierce rays of the sun. It is a revolving giant spinning on an imaginary axis, big and beautiful before but tarnished over time.
Hope looks like puppies waiting at the door for you to come home from school. Hope sounds like beautiful singing from a school choir in church. Hope smells like a cake being baked in the oven. Hope tastes like fresh air on a long walk. Hope feels like a burning in the pit of your stomach.
Hope looks like a beacon shining in the distance. Hope smells like a warm dinner waiting to be eaten. Hope sounds like cheering at the end of a marathon. Hope tastes like a feeling or a chance at greatness. Hope feels like the end of a race crossing in first place.